position when we say Nigerians go come out to vote for person. What in Nigerians supposed to look out for? As it concern the qualities where that person must get to talk say now this person, if he get this position, he go do well. Mazi Sam Oho Abunwa, now senior man inside this country for business in Sabia where. In fact, once in here figures and naira, kobo, pounds, sterling, dollars, they be back. He must give you the answer, no matter how the number take long. When he come to a profession, now person will be say, he read book, reach the point where he say, the people in that particular sector call and come say, no, this book where you sabi, this experience where you get, come lead us because you sabi. And he don't look and say, okay, based on in qualities, in experience, and the passion and desire when he get for this country, he go throw in heart, enter inside the ring to follow people when they inside the party, when be the People's Democratic Party, to contest for who go wear the jersey of the party to represent that party for general elections or as they concern the office of president for 2023. Mazi Samuel Habunwa, welcome to Aside Hot.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be here to spend this time with you guys.
Welcome.
We are glad to have you.
Thank you.
Make we first warn you.
Yeah.
Because on top of Aside Hot, we be friends. You are but when they ask the question, we know they ask questions, say we go ask the question as it be. If you're not clear, we'll ask them again. I wait till they know us for, and now why this should be Aside Hot. We could just go straight into the conversation.
Yeah.
Now, 2023 is a very important year for inside this our country. If we check the number of people who don't come out to talk, say they won't contest to become president of Nigeria or any other position, I won't make you talk some of the things when we say those people suppose get before they come out to talk, say, okay, I won't present myself to contest for any position inside this country. What will be some of the qualities? Chena said the person must school abroad, the person must get money, the person must wear fine clothes, he must speak spree, or if the person will be saying that when he come out, people go to hail him because he's popular. What will be the qualities when this person must possess?
In my book that I wrote in 2010 called Nigeria, Need for the Evolution of a New Nation, I identified two characteristics of fit or virtues which I believe that any major political leader should have in our country. And I might not tell you all tonight because it's a long list, but there are specific critical things there. Number one is that the person must be enlightened.
That's a go sabi book.
Not be sabi just book. Sabi book is education. Enlightenment is more than sabi book.
Exposure.
Exposure. You don't see world. You don't grow up, pass here, understand, say, my neighbor first fit big past my own. My neighbor house fit small past my own. Not be say I live here. All I dey see na my house, my left and right, and I think say, na me get the world. That is enlightenment. You don't go around the world, go around your community, go around other states. So that person must be enlightened because enlightenment now they help you compare things and know where you did against another person. Number two, the person is supposed to be educated. Education, they help you open your mind. One thing you could know if you be educated person, not be say you get PhD or DSC. When you don't get education, one thing you could know be say what you sabi dey small. For those of us who don't write thesis, I be waiting the column for your final project. You know the way they conclude your project, be say, this work where I don't do, I don't try, but it be say like more work need to be done. Not be so?
Yes.
That's the education. You know that you only know little. So it opens your mind. It reduces your arrogance. Because people who are not educated are arrogant. They know small, they think they know all. But if you're educated, you will know that you only know very little. You are willing to listen to other people. You are willing. The meaning of education is to do things first, to open your mind. Two, to teach you how to ask questions. Because you know sabi everything. And then how to answer questions. That's education. You know, how, what, how, why. Anybody who knows sabi answer this question, no fit organize anybody else. Because you go think say na him sabi all the information. You go too day proud to ask other people. He doesn't know how, he doesn't know what, he doesn't know by how. So that's education. And when I talk about it, I not say he must get PhD. I may say don't go through normal school.
And in mind, they open.
In mind, they open. You don't begin to know how to ask questions and how to answer questions. Number 3, be say the person must get character. What you call the side of character that captures it, what we call integrity. Integrity, what does it mean? Be say, if I tell you something for money, you meet me tomorrow, I go still tell you the same thing. If I want to change my mind, I go tell you, yes, so yesterday I tell you say this and that, but today, yesterday I tell you say the world, they flat. But between yesterday and now, don't get new information, say the world, they round. So I want to tell you, say I want to change what I tell you yesterday. But those who no integrity, if they tell you, say the world, they flat today, when you come tomorrow, they say the world, they round. You say, I bet you tell me, you say you don't understand me, you misunderstood me, you are quoting me out of context, you are misquoting me. Many of them fool for people who want wrong government. This way they misquote. Integrity means that your word is your bond. If you say, I they come, make people wait for you. Go come, you go come, unless you know they are alive. But some people will get, they go follow right manifesto. They say not be done right. They go make promise, say when they come to office, they go do restructure. They say they don't know the meaning of restructuring. Make you tell them the meaning of restructuring.
Or maybe you go national assembly.
Meanwhile, dictionary day, both online and all the other dictionary, where you go first say, what is the meaning of restructuring? They tell me, what do you mean? When did they talk about before, what do you mean? That is lack of integrity. Number 4, Shana, number 3, I don't talk.
Number 3, mention.
Number 3. Number 4, be say the person must be visionary. Visionary means say you go see a better tomorrow. Because if you no see better tomorrow, where you want to take people go, any leader, they take people from one point to another point A to point B. And the only reason why you go take me and you to point A and B, go show us. Say that new place where they go better than where we are. Otherwise, if you don't tell us where would they go, if they go left, would they go right? Sometimes they go put gun behind us or soldier make it push us. But if you say, hey, guys, we are going there. It will take us 2 years to get there. There's going to be difficulty on the road, but we won't get there, and you know this lack of job will end, poverty will end, and you show how it will happen. If you convince the people, they go follow you. Any leader who no get vision can't lead people sufficiently because he'll be responding to, if train pass, he follow train. If bus pass, he follow rat. But if you get where you do go, all of you go focus, say, now here would they go. Think, whether one push you down, say, no, now this side would they go. Say number 4. Number 5, be say the person must understand what they call power of work. Power of work. I've talked about power of vision. This is power of work. That is anything that must succeed. A lot of work must go into it, not wishes. And before that work, it must be preceded by planning. It must be somebody who have a plan. We go say, yes, I want to take you guys to that place where number 7, they will there for number 2. How will we move from 2 to 7? What do we do tomorrow? What do we do the day after? What do we do the day after? What are the resources we need? And then what are the issues we are going to face on the road to the journey? Planning. Then put the work where you want. Finally, let me put the last critical one. The person must fear God and love humanity.
God fearing.
If you know fear God, you know love humanity. Go stay for your house because as you talk at the introduction, the whole thing is sacrifice. Leadership is sacrifice. Leadership is sacrifice. It is nothing else but sacrifice. You are saying, gentlemen, I am coming to carry your weight. I'm coming to carry your problem. I'm coming to solve your problem. So you are not the one to be served. You have decided to serve us. You are a servant. But you know for Nigeria here now, our leaders, they be oga. When you reach for election, they say, vote for me. After that, if you call them, if you send a they're going to reply. If you go for the gate, they make soldier drive you away. That would not want those kind of people. Say, make Nigerians ask, check all these things. If somebody say, one build 25 story for you, ask her, make you show me 5 story where you don't build.
So, Mazi Same, you don't talk about enlightenment, education, integrity. You say vision. You say power of work.
Yes.
And then power of God fearing.
God fearing.
Now, we don't get 23 years of uninterrupted civilian rule.
Yeah.
Shall I say at all levels? Because if these qualities there, and those who don't represent us at every level over these years, don't exhibit these qualities, Nigeria no go dey the place where we say Nigeria dey.
Sure.
Shey say these qualities them, he get university when then they go learn am, or he get fasting and prayer when person go do before the spirit go enter the person. Because if we get all these qualities, or we get these, human resources, people when we say then they enlightened, they don't travel around the world, they sabi book, they do this, they do that. Then on the day when they do inauguration, is either they swear with Quran or they swear with Holy Bible. Then go come, hey, my word is my bond and everything. And Nigeria see they where they. These qualities where he get one supermarket where they sell them, where these qualities they.
If you check, they get some kind of work where they do, or kind of experience where you go get, where go help you garner these qualities. If you come go school, then go school, they send you scholarship, you go school, then from school you join government work. From government work you join politics. From politics you become, your line of experience on one side.
Okay.
You are in the appropriation. Let us use the money that other people are making, tax money. You never borrow money before. You never pay interest for bank. Bank never threaten you, say they go close your shop or sell your house or sell your car. If you go borrow money, pay the interest, return the money to the bank, you don't experience where you go get. Because on Saturday, Sunday, when they do no work, holiday, aloha continua, they charge you interest too, for bank. But if you still manage use that money, do business, you don't get experience. Two, you get people where they come, join, like some people can join some business, civil service or employment. We just join, right? We stay 2 years. After 2 years, they promote us to one level. After 3 years, they promote us to another level. After 4 years, what experience the person they learn? What did they find? There are places you go before you move, you have shown your competence. Even if on a day 10 come, the only person that can move is the person who has shown competence and capacity to deliver, where there is performance. I don't want to run, the issue is we're talking about what Nigerians should be looking for. Experience is something that you do not buy in the marketplace. And how you acquire character is through the processes you have passed through. If your process now this easy line, you're going to see things as easy. If your process now the one where you don't struggle, you go toughen you. So what's not the talk in summary? Be say anybody where you see him work, not only government work where you don't do. Government picking. You go school for government. You enter school for government. You work for government. He eats government money. Government put on for government house. Give him government car. When he finish, he be government. The person go get one type of experience. But when you see somebody, we don't go start business, run business, reach a level. We don't go manage other groups, other businesses, other investment, do NGO work, do private, do public. He gathered those experiences and it helps him to move forward. So that is the school. The school is in the marketplace, not in university, and it's the span of experience you have. Many people mean well, but because of lack of experience or understanding, and I can give you examples of where those things show up. Like in wealth creation today, the greatest problem Nigeria gets is poverty. Person will never build kiosks before, will never trade before. How you go know how to do business?
Or to manage the economy.
Manage the economy. Tell me how you go manage. Tell me, somebody will never sit down and say, write business plan, how I go do business. If I borrow money, who I go call, where my friends, where we go put equity together, where we go borrow money, we go pay, we do business, we want to produce this thing, we want to, the discipline in creating the product, the discipline in marketing it, the discipline in selling it, discipline in marketing it. Look, if you've been a marketing person, you get a discipline, which is you're looking at the consumer. And in this case, your consumer can be the citizen. You are interested in pressing the citizen. But if your work be say all the person where they see an enemy, you want to kill them, now training and kill people. If the man they cry and him business, you're not interested in pleasing him. But because you sold, you've done marketing, you see people as customers whom you please. If you become head of state, you still see them as customers and you want to please them. That's how experiences come.
Okay, Mazi, you don't talk about the experiences. I also don't look into the qualities of waiting you go take somebody to feel say in they present himself as a viable person way he rule the country. Okay, if we look the country over there today, a lot of these people will get these qualities there.
Yeah.
Then plenty.
Sure.
Everywhere. But then, if we also can look on the reverse or probably waiting day in front of them, they will go through process to say, yes, so I don't present myself, make na take me as somebody who go lead you now.
Yeah.
Make we also can look at this way. This person will go through political parties, will go through phases. If you don't present yourself, knowing if you get the qualities, and you can't get political parties where we say we no concur with your qualities based on what you guys offer to them.
Sure.
How you think say these same qualities go they effective for this country?
Now it be the problem. That is why people don't say if for good make we get independent candidates for our constitution. So somebody who feels capable, who presents himself. Let Nigerians decide by the time he presents his CV, his profile, and go through this kind of interrogation, they will know whether or not the right person. But if you have to go through the party, if the party has a different focus, again, you can't give what you do not have. If I come interview now, and all the people that interview me have limited vision, limited experience, limited knowledge, limited foresight, the question they go ask me will be limited, and they will evaluate me on that limited thing. Whereas if today they bring you, you've been CEO somewhere, you've been chief executive somewhere, you've been chairman somewhere, you've been secretary somewhere, very experienced, the person can emerge. So it's a major problem that you have, and it's one of the critical issues in our political choice today. That was why, if you ask me, I preferred direct primaries. Direct primaries opens you up to all the members of the party. First, it's more democratic, but it opens you up to a variety of experiences than limiting you to a number of people who may have a different motivation. So it's a shortfall, but we're just hoping that somehow, that by the grace of God, especially for people like us, and by the force of your conviction and ability to convince people when you interact with them, they may begin to look at things from a broader perspective than the narrow perspective that people can tell you. I mean, because today, when you go to parties like PDP or APC and we're talking about primaries, people are telling how much money do you have? As if that is the only deciding factor. And we're telling them that 2023 will be different. Nigerians will collect money, but they are more likely this time than ever to vote their conscience. That's my thinking. I may just be optimistic, but if you see what's going on in Nigeria now, say Nigerians
things go dey different from the way you did before.
Begin to look different.
Mazi Sam, what we go do now to just carry waka enter inside one small break. When we go this break, come back, we'll continue our conversation as it take concern all these qualities where you don't list. And we'll come narrow them down to the major political parties inside of Nigeria. People, when they ourselves go fit join us. You get the point when we go reach, you go, give una our telephone lines, make una call us, and also chook mouth for this conversation when they talk about the kind of qualities where we need for those where we say, go occupy positions of leadership inside this country. Remember, 2023 is a very big year for this country because general elections go happen inside of Nigeria. No go anywhere when they come back. Now, still as the heart.
The government something down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Just got off Real Shaban, it's Giroud, it's a second.
But sweet success.
Sweet ball.
Sweet ball. Yeah. Nice back.
That ball don't enter.
Actually preparing my macaroni megamendus.
Hey!
Conceição's in and scores.
No, this is Kofi. Opo kitchen. Oh. Actually, I get kitchen. You get kitchen? Not before house. During lockdown.
I just opted for what you had, which is catfish. And catfish is a very quick recipe.
Fall Wine and Dine, showing Tuesday 7 p.m. and Thursday 10 p.m. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 091-610-37351, showing on Wazobia Max TV.
She left her past behind.
So many that I do whatever the heck I want, just so you know.
Disgusting
Now, this is how things are done.
To make her dream come true.
I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to meet the future president. I'm going to be the first lady. I dreamed of this moment. You were in my dream.
She never meant to hurt anyone.
Tell Paloma I can forgive her almost anything, except to deny her mother.
But ambition and power.
Perhaps the best thing to do is to go back to your town.
My past is buried. I can't go back to who I used to be.
Require sacrifice.
Mariano, no.
Traitor! First Lady, showing Mondays to Fridays, 1 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Yabla say the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
The biggest question for everybody lives now, who could take us to the promised land? By promised land, we mean a place where nobody will become somebody without knowing anybody. Well, since Nigeria returned to democratic rule for 1999, we don't get 23 years of uninterrupted rule. It been start when Olusegun Obasanjo take over from the military head of state, who his name be Abdul Salami Abubakar.
I, Olusegun Obasanjo.
I, Olusegun Obasanjo.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
And bear true allegiance.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
To the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So help me God.
So help me God.
After Obasanjo ruled for 8 years, we get President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. But due to him bad health, him only dey office for 2 years. And after him die, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan will be in vice, come finish him tenure. After that, him begin the campaign for 2011.
Those who say they want to take over, they want to take power over from PDP. I've been telling a lot of lies. They have hired people from all over the world, and those of you in the social media telling all kinds of lies, painting all kinds of color, giving you all kinds of baits that you cannot defend. And if you listen to us for the 37 places that will address these issues, you will not know where to cast your vote. They talk about insecurity, that they will fight insecurity. And you ask, are our armed forces weak? Are the Nigerians in the armed forces weak? If we have problems, what is the cause? Equipment. They don't have platforms. And somebody who wakes up and tells young people of 23 years old that he wants to fight insecurity, ask him, when he was the head of government, did he buy one rifle for a Nigerian soldier?
When he remind us about when him no get shoe, and Nigerians buy him, and at the end, him return as president of the country. From that moment, the administration been get problems wey range from kidnapping and even Chibok girls wahala and plenty corruption wey dey tied to the presidency of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Na why majority of Nigerians begin dey cry for change for 2015. We come elect President Muhammadu Buhari to be the president of the country. The cry for the street now say the next election, they want something fresh and different. People wey fit lead the country out of the economic hardship, people wey fit provide basic amenities, while he also fit establish international relationship wey go boost the economy.
Having just a few minutes ago sworn by the Holy Book, I intend to keep my oath and serve as president to all Nigerians. I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody.
All this don't make some young people step up to be the next president of the country. But with the way the nomination forms for the top political parties they set up, it be like say this one no fit happen. Wetin be the character wey Nigeria need as president? And which sector supposed be the priority? Which agendas we suppose vote for when people begin to drop their manifestos? How we fit ensure say we vote for capacity over people wey just dey share rice and garri? This na our conversation today. Hopefully, we go touchlight the way forward.
Yes, welcome back from that special report. I don't hear them, and still looking at what they talk about today about the kind of leaders the country is supposed to expect. I will still get our special guest, Mazi Sam Ohabonwa, for Inside House. I will still look into a lot of issues we get to do with leadership, because himself don't throw in the towel say he want also vie, because that's aspirative way in be. And as we also moving forward, we go open our phone lines. For now to also call in, make now contribute. If not get anything when I want to ask, make now call, make now contribute, make now ask now questions. So we'll still get our guests for house.
Mazi, make we come back to the conversation. The major political parties for inside Obodo Nigeria, the ruling APC and the major opposition party, People's Democratic Party, if we check how much they put the presidential nomination form and the expression of interest form, the APC put their own for 100 million, your party put their own for 40 million. You don't tell us about qualities when we say the person won't go lead for any position go get, but you not talk about the financial capacity of that person. Because plenty Nigerians go they look say, so who no get 100 million in the case of APC or 40 million in the case of your party, the PDP, the person no go fit contest. All these qualities when you get no go be anything. And in the case where, for example, Association of Rice Farmers, they contribute money for person. Friends of this person, they contribute. Project Nigeria, they contribute. If people when we say, then gather money, contribute for you, you can't enter there, they go allow you rest. Make we talk about this money. Make we use your political party, because now that one concern you. This 40 million naira, you not think say the thing go come out people when we say get capacity and all these qualities where you talk from participating because they don't get that money.
You are right. The thing is that it's a shame that we monetize politics in Nigeria. It is a shame. That's the truth. And that's why people like us, with due respect to everybody, have refrained from coming to this. Because we couldn't make good sense out of it. You want to come and serve. I'm about to make sacrifice for my country. I'm going to leave my businesses. I'm going to leave everything focused to serve the nation. And I'm not expecting any single financial reward myself. And you're asking me to bring 40 million first. If that was all the money you need to bring, that's fine. But as you campaign around, both within the party and outside the party, people are asking for money. As if you've committed a crime or you're about to buy a business. It's something I have had difficulty reconciling with. But I'm here today because I've waited for this country to happen. I've carried the burden of expecting my nation to be a globally competitive nation. A nation that works for everybody. A nation where we can be like America, be like Singapore, be like South Korea, be like Malaysia, be like United Arab Emirates. I travel around the country and my country is put down. Each time they do human development in this, we're down. Life expectancy, we're down. Maternal mortality, we're down. Quality of life, everything Nigeria down. Corruption, we're the highest. I said, I can't be in the country that I believe I have the competence, I have the character, I have the courage to change things. And I'm waiting for it to, and nobody's about to make it happen. let me come in. But things like trying to monetize politics is what put us away. And it's a major issue. Not everybody who has those characters I have spoken will find 40 million.
Too.
Not talk of 100 million. It's a joke.
Okay, Mazi, we get
Very
our
joke.
first caller. Good evening and welcome to As They Hot.
I beg, we go just put this information out there. If you want call us, reduce the volume of your television or carry waka comot for inside parlor. If you want, make everybody watch you. Say you call the Ogbonge program As They Hot. So that they go hear you, we go hear you, and everybody go hear you. We not go talk this thing again. If we call it, come begin to do tun, we go just offer. Or we'll carry padlock, lock the telephone line, and discuss with our Ogbonge visitor. They go. It's good as you don't talk about this money matter, and you don't talk say truly you go pursue some kind people when we say get the qualities to use lead this country. Make we even move go the next level before we take this call from Miriam when they call us. If they don't monetize everything we concern politics inside this country, how exactly we go fit look say okay oh indeed and truly 2023 go dey different, but we go take this call from Miriam. Miriam, welcome to As They Hot.
Husband material, good evening.
Agree to Miriam.
Cool, good evening.
We greet you, Miriam.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, Miriam.
Anybody that have the mind to bring out 100 million or coalition of this and that who are buying out of their own benevolence, nothing anything to that is not going to just dash you something just like that. Either he's expecting something from you back or he gets something way to up on a plan. And please, I want to confirm something. I just saw on channels that our president, Goodluck Jonathan, former president, that some people bought him a fork. Please, I want to confirm, is Goodluck Jonathan now an APC card carrying member? I just want to ask an innocent question.
Okay.
And back to you. Oga, you say you want to change the country. Let me not lie to you. Yeah, I don't know you. This is my first of seeing you on TV. I want to know the achievements, your record, the record you have broken before I'll be able to vote for you or do this thing, because now this is my first of seeing you on TV.
All right, Miriam. Thank you very much for the questions when we say you don't ask. Our Ogbonge visitor go get the opportunity to answer you. But it go good, make we just explain them here. Say, he still be aspirant. And now why would they get this kind of conversation about the quality of people when we say supposed lead us inside this country? And if you watch the show from beginning, I don't explain the kind of person when we say him be. And you go get the chance to explain, but on top of this talk, they talk like this now. Not be that direction, then we go. But to answer your question about whether the former president now can't carry member of any party inside the border of Nigeria, in fact, the APC, like you talk, now he go use the mouth, come out, tell us. But we go to watch as things them go to unfold. And we'll come back to you, Mazi Sam. I asked one question before we take that call from Miriam. I've been talking about, when we look the capacity or the quality of the person when we say we expect say this position when the person go there, the person go lead us well. If we can't talk about money and it can't be like say the thing jail, how 2023 go take day different from other elections where we say now person when in pocket load and now person when we say then they receive credit a lot from now people go come out come vote for. What will be the difference between 2023 and other years?
Nigeria is a country that promotes corruption, official corruption. When somebody tells you that farmers who are struggling to survive, rice farmers, what is their profit level? Will collect 100 million. How many of them? What's their profit? What's the margin to come and buy from? You can now begin to see this integrity thing I'm telling you. Somebody will say his friends gathered money when it is he that raised the money and gave his friends. Lying to us openly and think we are idiots. We should believe them. I thank God for President Obasanjo, who said that anybody who said that people bought ticket for him, he's a liar. He has integrity that people shouldn't vote for him. Because it's all lies. It's deceiving the people. The money is their own or arranged by them, and then they call people. This is what goes on in politics. They come to a meeting, they go and hire, pay people to come. They say the crowd is 1 million people. 2 million people. People are just giving 500 or 1,000, they go. That's the deceit we live in, and we promote corruption. By forcing people to pay 40 million, 100 million, or whatever, you are indirectly promoting corruption. God in heaven knows that I have no pecuniary expectation. If PDP was asking us to pay 100 million, I probably won't be able to pay. My 40 million, I got my money just 9 a.m. on the day I went by midday. And the records are correct. Friends, brothers, everywhere, sold my shares, sold assets. Because I want to make sacrifice for my nation. And it is worth making sacrifice for. I am not expecting 1 naira reward. So I can do that. But what I have difficulty doing is now going to bribe people to come and vote for me, which does not only go for only the issue of primary, where it is, but it also goes to ordinary election. Nigerians expect you to bring them rice, to bring stockfish, to bring oil, and if you don't, they tell you that person brought. You are not serious. In fact, for Nigeria, let's be serious. So, quality or no quality, Nigerians we're supposed to ask Nigerians, waiting be the thing we go make them vote for somebody. Because for now, many people believe, say, waiting they make people vote for Nigeria money. Or something you give them.
Sam, we get people where they expect us to take their calls. Yeah. Stephen from Owe, welcome to Asiri Hot. Okay, Stephen, you there there? We greet you, Oga Stephen. Yeah. Fire down, we dey hear you, fire down.
I pray, say, this country don't go hot for all of us.
Amen.
You see,
Okay, Stephen, the network no clear. What we go do now to just lock our telephone so that we go just go straight and finish this remaining hours with this conversation when we say we get.
Okay, Mazi, make I ask you this question because now you be the person who say you come out, you want to indicate interest to say you want to become, you want lead the country. Sure. Make I bring them. As an individual, we don't show this interest. No. For instance, we could just assume, say, for instance, it can't favor you. No, looking at how the political system they take operate for Nigeria. Yeah. You know, say you against your political system, what we don't experience before. Sure. You know, say it go hard. How it is say go fit take and sure say at least that your vision we say you get for the country. Once you don't enter, that vision no go change because once political party don't involve, you know, say drama they change. Yeah. What if that way go make you, we go convince us to say, okay, you will get that voice to say yes, that your visions go feel work.
You know, the thing is that leadership is an art, it's a skill. And leadership is the ability to move people voluntarily from where they are to where you want them to go. Sometimes it wasn't where they wanted to go before, but you are able to sell them the vision that where we are may sound good, but I'm taking you to where it's better. And I try to give you evidence. I want to tell you, sir, that this country is not as difficult to govern as we make it to be. The only thing we're having bigots who call themselves leaders, who take that they are gods or demigods, and they think that the rest of us are idiots. Any time you want to govern and you bring the people you're governing into working with you, arguing with you, agreeing with you, you are going to get greater success. The time I talk about vision, when you design a vision, like I want to take Nigeria to become a first world, within the next 2 cycles, under 20 years, Nigeria will be a first world. Under 16 years.
Nigeria will be like USA, 16, France, 16 United
years,
Kingdom.
16 years, but in the 4 or 8 years God will give us, will have beauty to the level it will become a emergent nation. Why am I saying so? Is that because the fundamentals are there. The question you ask me, guys, is, let us say you be legislator, you be judiciary, you be labor, you be ASU, you be anything. Me, when I become president, I'm going to call everybody together and say, guys, first, do we want to belong to this country? Are we interested in being a nation? And I believe all of us say we are. We say, good. What kind of nation we want to make would be? Oga talk.
Everybody will talk their mind.
Everybody talk their mind. we all go agree, okay, now this kind of nation we want be. Okay, how we go fit be
Achieve
that
that
nation?
particular
You
nation.
go talk, this man go talk, this person go talk.
So you na person wey be say everybody go fit talk their mind. And with the idea when
and,
they share,
and then I go carry.
Mazi Sam, you know wetin go happen? You go come back again.
I dey ready. I dey ready.
That time when you go come, we know say
I dey ready.
the jersey go don clear.
I dey
the number
ready.
go don clear.
I dey
and
ready.
we go just dey fire down.
I dey-
Our people wey dey for house, this na as e dey hot.
I dey ready.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 o'clock for evening go reach 8 o'clock. Then we dey come. They carry all the action news where they come out smoke inside Nigeria political boxing to discuss am with you. Remember, Nigeria and our country no go spoil. Make we join our hand together to move this our country go the permanent site. We go carry waka come for inside studio. Una go see us on top of the show again on Wednesday. Mazi Sam Ohuabunwa, presidential aspirant of the People's Democratic Party. Congratulations.
Thank you very
We
much.
wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Our people when they
I've
for house.
enjoyed my time.
Una bye bye.